Hello students, welcome to Kiran coaching classes. Today we see third use of dimensional analysis. Third use is to find the conversion factor between the units of the same physical quantity in two different systems of unit. Given physical quantity म्हणजे same physical quantity, त्या सेम फिजिकल क्वांटिटीचा युनिट डिफरंट सिस्टीममध्ये त्यांच्यामधील कन्वर्जन फॅक्टर फाइंड आउट करण्यासाठी काय डायमेन्शनल ॲनालिसिसचा यूज होतो. फॉर एक्झाम्पल आपण कन्सिडर करू वर्क्स SI युनिट. इट्स SI युनिट is joule and CGS unit is erg. We have to find the conversion factor between joule and erg. For this purpose, consider suppose let 1 joule equal to x erg. 1 joule it is equal to x erg. हे consider करो. Joule is the SI unit of a work and erg is CGS unit of work. That is, these two units are the unit of a same quantity. Therefore, their dimensions are same. Dimension of work is equal to work equal to force into displacement. Therefore, dimension of work it is equal to dimension of force into dimension of displacement. This is equal to here 1 in length, dimension of force, 1 in mass and minus 2 in time. Into S is the displacement. Here is the 1 in length. Therefore, dimension of work it is equal to 1 plus 1 2, that is 2 in length, 1 in mass minus 2 in time. This is the dimension of work. Therefore, writing the dimension of both sides, we get here dimension of work it is equal to 2 in length, 1 in mass minus 2 in time. This is the dimension of work. Therefore, writing the dimensions on both sides, दोन्ही साइडचं डायमेन्शन लिहू आपण. जूल SI युनिट साठी आपण लेंथ कशाने डिनोट करू, L1 ने डिनोट करू, मास M1 ने डिनोट करताय आणि टाइम T1 ने डिनोट करू SI युनिट साठी. And here is the CGS unit. For that purpose, we denote the L by L2, mass by M2 and time by T2. Now, writing the dimension of both sides, we get here 1 joule, that is 1. Here joule's dimension म्हणजे SI सिस्टीम साठी आपण L1, M1, T1 कन्सिडर करू. मग 2 in L1, 1 in M1 and minus 2 in T1. This is equal to x into writing the dimension here CGS unit साठी आपण L2, M2, T2 असं नोटेशन कन्सिडर करू. 2 in L2, now 1 in M2 and minus 2 in T2. We have to find the x. Therefore, x equal to x it is equal to here 2 in L1, 1 in M1 and minus 2 in T1 upon 2 in L2, 1 in M2 आणि -2 in T2. Now writing as this equation can be written as here L1 upon L2 its square, that is 2 in L1 upon L2 into M1 upon M2, 1 in A, 1 in this power, and into T1 upon T2, here minus. Therefore L1 means SI unit, length SI unit का है मीटर, therefore 1 मीटर अपॉन का है here CGS unit सेंटीमीटर, मीटर अपॉन सेंटीमीटर, here into SI unit of mass is kilogram and CGS unit is gram, into here SI unit of time is second and CGS unit is second. And therefore 1 meter it is equal to 10 square centimeter, म्हणजे 100 centimeter upon centimeter. Kilogram, 1 kilogram means 1000 gram. 1000 gram. 1000 means 10 cube. 10 cube gram. Here 100 means 10 square centimeter. Each square upon gram. And yes upon yes, that is the 1. Raised to -2, that is the 1. Therefore here centimeter get cancelled, gram get cancelled. Therefore 10 square bracket square, it is equal to 10 raised to 4 into 10 raised to 3 bracket raised to 1, that is 10 raised to 3, and this is equal to 10 raised to 7. x ची व्हॅल्यू आपल्याला 10 raised to 7 मिळाली. ही जी व्हॅल्यू आहे ह्या इक्वेशन, सपोज हे इक्वेशन 1, त्या इक्वेशन 1 मध्ये टाकायची. Therefore we get 1 joule equal to 10 raised to 7 erg. हे काय मिळालं आपल्याला? कन्वर्जन फॅक्टर मिळाला. हे कन्वर्जन फॅक्टर फाइंड आउट करण्यासाठी डायमेन्शनल ॲनालिसिसचा काय होतो? यूज होतो. हे काय आहे? थर्ड यूज आहे. आणखीन आपण एक्झाम्पल कन्सिडर करू. सेकंड एक्झाम्पल, सपोज हियर फोर्स क्वांटिटी घेऊ आपण. फोर्स, फोर्सचे SI युनिट आहे न्यूटन. SI युनिट इज न्यूटन. and force SI unit, CGS unit, CGS unit is dyne. CGS unit का आहे? dyne आहे. Therefore consider 1 Newton equal to your x dyne. ते consider करता है x dyne. 1 Newton it is equal to x dyne. Therefore considering the dimension of force, force dimension is, dimension of force it is equal to 1 in length, 1 in mass and -2 in time. This is the dimension of force. Now writing the dimension of both sides, दोन्ही साइड्सचे डायमेन्शन कन्सिडर करू. Therefore काय येणार आहे? here 1 in L1, M1 T1 SI युनिट साठी कन्सिडर करू. 1 in M1 and -2 in T1. This is equal to x. dyne CGS युनिट म्हणजे काय येणार आहे? L2 M2 T2 असं नोटेशन डिनोट करू आपण. मग काय येणार? 1 in L2, 1 in M2 and -2 in T2. This is the dimension. Therefore we have to find the value of x. Therefore x equal to, therefore x equal to here 1 in L1 1 in M1 and minus 2 in T1 upon 1 in L2, 1 in M2 and minus 2 in T2. Therefore, we can write this as a L1 upon L2. Here raised to 1 into M1 upon M2 raised to 1 and into T1 upon T2 raised to minus 2. Therefore, this can be written as L1 means SI unit, length SI unit का है मीटर and length CGS unit का है सेंटीमीटर and mass SI unit किलोग्राम. नंतर मास CGS unit का है ग्राम and time SI unit second and CGS unit also second. Therefore, 1 meter it is equal to 10 square centimeter upon centimeter into your kilogram. It is equal to 10 cube gram, 1000 gram upon gram raised to 1 and here same quantity, that is the 1. Therefore, 10 square centimeter get cancelled, gram get cancelled. 10 square into 10 raised to 3 power 1 means 10 square. This is equal to 10 square into 10 raised to 3, 2 plus 3. 10 चा किती पावर होता है 5 पावर. x ची व्हॅल्यू आपल्याला काय मिळाली 10 raised to 5. Putting this value of x in this equation 1, we get 1 Newton. It is equal to 10 raised to 5 dyne. हे आपण कन्वर्जन फॅक्टर काढला न्यूटन आणि डायन मधला. यासाठी काय करता येतं डायमेन्शनल ॲनालिसिसचा यूज होतो. आता आपण सॉल्व्ड एक्झाम्पल पाहू. Now we see the solved example 1.4. Calorie is a unit of heat and it equals 4.2 joule, where 1 joule equal to kilogram into meter square per second square. A distant civilization employs a system of units in which the units of mass, length and time are alpha kilogram, beta meter and gamma second. Also J dash is their unit of energy. What will be the magnitude of calorie in their units? Here we consider the A for mass, B for length and C for time. Therefore, let 1 time A, it is equal to alpha kilogram, 1 time B equal to beta time meter and 1 time C, it is equal to here gamma second. Therefore, from these equations we can write as a here kilogram equal to A upon alpha. Therefore, kilogram it is equal to A upon alpha. Meter equal to B upon beta. Meter equal to B upon beta. And second equal to C upon gamma. Second equal to C upon gamma. And therefore, considering 1 calorie equal to 4.2 joule, 1 calorie it is equal to 4.2 joule and 1 joule equal to kilogram into meter square per second square. Kilogram into meter square per second square. Therefore, writing the values of kilogram equal to A upon alpha into meter equal to B upon beta square and into second equal to C upon gamma raised to minus 2. Therefore, this is equal to 4.2 into A upon alpha into B square upon beta square and into here is raised to minus 2, we can write as a gamma square upon here C square. This is equal to that, and therefore we can write as a 4.2 into gamma square upon alpha into beta square into A into B square and into C raised to minus 2, and this is equal to Z dash, that is it is equal to Z dash, and therefore we can write as a 1 calorie, it is equal to 4.2 gamma square alpha into upon alpha into beta square into A square B square per C square means Z dash. This is the here expression of calorie in their unit. Now we see the limitations of dimensional analysis. Now we see limitations of dimensional analysis. There are 4 limitations of dimensional analysis. First is the value of dimensionless constant can be determined with the help of experiment only. For example, here periodic time T, it is equal of a simple pendulum. It is equal to 2 pi into in under root L upon G. This is a dimensionless constant. Such a constants cannot be determined with the help of dimensionless analysis, that is dimensional analysis. And second limitation, this method cannot be used to derive the relation involving trigonometric functions, exponential functions, or also logarithmic functions, because these functions are dimensionless quantities. And third limitation is this method is not useful if the constant of proportionality is not dimensionless, that is, constant of proportionality has some dimensions, then dimensional analysis is not useful. For example, gravitational force F acting between the two objects with masses m1 and m2. It is directly proportional to product of their masses and inversely proportional to square of distance between them, Then we can write this equation as F equal to capital G into m1 into m2 upon r square, where capital G is constant of proportionality and it has a dimension, it is not dimensionless. Therefore, this method is not useful. Then fourth limitation is, if the given equation is dimensionally correct and it has some term with the same dimension, then we cannot determine the such presence of a term using the dimensional analysis. We cannot know about the presence of that term. For example, here s equal to 1/2 AT square. This is the dimensionally correct equation. And we cannot find out the presence of the term of same dimension. That is, actually, this equation is in the form s equal to ut plus 1/2 AT square. ही टर्म प्रेझेंट आहे. ह्या टर्मचं प्रेझेंटेशन म्हणजे प्रेझेंट आपल्याला डायमेन्शनल ॲनालिसिसवरून लक्षात येत नाही. मग हे काय आहे त्याचे लिमिटेशन्स आहेत. 4 लिमिटेशन्स आहे. डायमेन्शनल कॉन्स्टंट डायमेन्शन लेस कॉन्स्टंट आहे त्याची व्हॅल्यू आपण फक्त एक्सपेरिमेंटनेच फाइंड आउट करू शकतो. सेकंड लिमिटेशन म्हणजे ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक फंक्शन, नंतरचं लॉगॅरिथमिक फंक्शन, एक्सपोनेन्शियल फंक्शन, ह्या ज्या टर्म्स त्याच्यामध्ये जर असतील सच इक्वेशन वी कॅनॉट दॅट इज इन सच इक्वेशन्स dimensional analysis is not useful. Also, dimensional analysis is not useful when the constant of proportionality is not a dimensionless. And fourth limitation, here this equation is correct dimensionally, and we cannot know about the presence of a term with same dimension. For example, this s equal to 1/2 AT square, and true equation is s equal to ut plus 1/2 AT square. We cannot use this method. These are the limitations of dimensional analysis. आणि बाकीचे पॉइंट आपण नेक्स्ट लेक्चरमध्ये पाहू.